everybody. How's it going?
Great.
Great to see you. We got a lot of new people today. That's fabulous. Welcome. My name's Kevin Comstock. I'm going to be the host today. We'll get started in just a minute. We do usually have a few strays that come in, so we'll wait just a couple minutes before we get started. Micah, where are you from? Whoops, I didn't hear that. Your audio might not be working. I'll come back to you in just a minute, Micah. Jennifer, where are you from?
I live in Austin, Texas.
Austin, Texas. I love to keep track because we have people from all over the world. In fact, we have B here. She's in Germany right now. I mean, she's literally in Germany right now. And she's in the future. She's like 8 hours in the future. It's weird. You can time travel. Like, I think you can be in Germany and call back to the United States, fly home, and answer your own phone. I'm pretty sure. Austin,
that sounds right.
Thanks for coming. Hey, we got Drew out there. We got Aram. I know Aram's at work, I think. Aram, you at work? If you are, say yes.
Yes.
All right, he's at work, so he can't perform, but he's going to enjoy the wonderful shows that everybody else is putting on today. B is from Germany. I know that. Micah, did you get your mic working?
Hello?
Yeah, there you go. Hey, Micah, how are you, man?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Did you want to do some time today?
I don't know.
You want to think about it?
Yeah, think about it.
Yeah, no worries, man. If you feel like it, you can just say, hey, dude, I got a knock-knock joke or whatever. It's just like not a big deal. All right, where are you from, Micah?
I'm from Virginia.
Virginia, where at in Virginia?
Hampton.
My wife is in Lexington right now. That's why I asked. Isn't that so exciting? It's compelling. Everybody's compelled. This is great. All right, we got B from Germany. B, you're going to do some, right?
Yeah. What is the timing?
I'm going to wait another minute or two to see who else comes. Probably going to be 4 minutes, I'm thinking.
Okay.
Keely, are you Keely? Is that how you say it?
Oh, you're amazing. Yes, you got it right.
Keely, where are you from?
St. Louis.
St. Louis in the house, if you call this a house. Wonderful. Did you want to do some time today?
Yes, I do.
Absolutely fabulous. Aaron, where are you located?
I am located in Ontario, California.
Ontario, all right.
Ontario, California.
And did you want to do some time today?
Absolutely.
All right, that sounds good. And we've got Drew. Drew, how are you, buddy?
Good, man. How you doing?
Doing good. You down for some time tonight? Or today, or whatever the hell time it is? I don't even know. B's like on another side of the world. All right.
I'm done.
We'll get started in just a moment or two. I'm going to wait just a moment or two. We're going to do 4 minutes. 4 minutes is what everybody gets. Whoops, we got Vandy. Let's see what Vandy wants to do. Hi, Vandy. Did you want to do some time? I'm still connecting audio, so they probably won't hear me. Yeah, Jennifer, you got it. No worries. I'm just going to share something with you. This is the only place on earth where you will see this lineup of comedians. It really is. It makes it special. We're having special. We're sharing time with each other. We don't even know each other. We got this screen in front of us, and now we're going to just pretend we know each other. I know B, though, and I know Drew, and I know Aram. So I know a few people. Those of you who it's your first time, welcome. We're absolutely glad you came here. We hope this can become your unpretentious open mic spot once a week. All right. We'll probably be doing more open mics. We actually took 2 off our calendar because they weren't getting well used. So we are looking to start another open mic. So if you think there's a time that would be perfect. Oh, Nikki's here. Vandy, did you want to do time?
How dirty am I allowed to go?
We have no censorship. You just have to be willing to deal with your results. If you get a groan or you just got to be able to deal with it because we don't have any censorship except for clear and present danger. You can't threaten anybody on here.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I'll go.
Beautiful. And Nikki, are you doing time today, Nikki? Vandy, where are you from?
New Jersey.
New Jersey, see, check it out. We're getting people from everywhere. I can't wait till somebody from like Antarctica comes on and does comedy. Because they have a big comedy scene in Antarctica, I think. I'm not
I
wrong.
never thought penguins were that funny.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. It's hard to get their humor, but once you get it, it's the greatest. All right, Nikki. Nikki, what city are you in? Oops, we lost Nikki. Did we lose Nikki? Looks like we did. All right, so Nikki's not. Here's the order, everybody. We're gonna go Jennifer, B, Keely, Aaron, Drew, and Vandy and Micah. If you'd like to participate as well, you're welcome to change your mind and join in. That's what's going to happen. Here's what it is. We're doing 4 minutes each today. 4 minutes. It's usually 3 minutes, but I think we can fit 4 in. I'm going to start the timer at 3 minutes. I'm going to hold up this sign that says 1 minute left. That you'll have 1 minute to wrap up. You're welcome to just take your time and finish your stuff. When you get to 4 minutes, when the timer gets to 4 minutes, I'll hold up this sign. That's your time. And you're welcome to go ahead and wrap it up at that point. If you don't wrap it up at that point, I'm going to fade the music up like it's the Oscars and you won't get the hell off the stage. So try to be aware of what's going on. We always suggest that you time yourself. Because as a professional comedian, you need to know what 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 7 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and 20 minutes is of your own comedy, because that's what people are going to hire you for. All right. I think I got it all out of control. Let's do this. Let me get the music going. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, paragliders and sailors, I don't care who you are. I don't care where you're from. I'm just glad you're here today, sharing time with us with some human contact, because we all need human contact. My God, I've been locked up in this cave now for over a year. So I want to thank each and every one of you for coming here today. I'm Kevin Comstock. I'll be your host. We've got a fabulous show. As I said earlier, the only place in the world where you will ever see these comedians is right here on this show. So everybody, let's relish in the specialness of it. The specialness. I feel good, huh? Yeah, there Keely's doing it. All right. Drew kind of threw his hands up. I like that. That's all right. That's participation. It's all good. I'm going to go ahead. I don't want to take a lot of time at the top because I'm going to let you guys perform today. I'm going to bring up my first performer. My first performer holds the world record for bouncing on a pogo stick. She's champion at ballroom dance and works on the weekends as a welder. Ladies and gentlemen, Jennifer Dorsey.
Hi, everybody. It's funny that that's my intro, because I'm going to talk about how broke ass my body is and how a pogo stick would literally kill me. But I am always breaking myself and getting weird diseases. Like one time I hurt myself in a museum, like just standing in a museum, not even walking. Like that's not great. So like, so like, do you want to play soccer? I'm like, no, I'm not. Like I hurt myself in a museum. When I was a teacher, my students called me Mrs. Glass, like the Samuel L. Jackson movie. The guy who breaks his bones if you look at him funny. I guarantee that's the only time anyone's gonna compare me to Samuel L. Jackson, though he is awesome. One time I had this really like bad rash on my face. It was like this. It was really beautiful. And the doc was like, I was like, what is this? What is happening to me? And the doctor said, oh, you're allergic to your allergy medicine. Allergic to my allergy medicine. That, my friends, is the story of my life. The day God was giving out immune systems, he just gave me extra boobs. Which has worked out really great, but it's okay. My boyfriend is actually a perfect match for me in a lot of ways. And one of those ways is that he is also always getting sick and hurting himself, but he is much tougher than I am. He treats everything with like a Viking spirit. Like, when I get a cold, I'll go to a doctor, I'll wrap myself in a blanket, I'll sleep for a week, and I'll still have the cold. And if he gets a cold, he will smoke a pack of cigarettes, drink a bottle of whiskey, pass out, and in the morning he's better. Like it is not fair at all. The cold is gone. Like he has a scar because he cut himself really badly. And he bought the medical staples he bought didn't arrive in time. Like the medical staples he bought to staple his own wound together did not arrive in time. I have a scar because I scratched myself with my own fingernail. Like if he gets a mosquito bite, he treats it with a Brillo pad. He's like, why don't you try it, baby? I'm like, if I wear long sleeve sweaters, they will literally rub my skin off. I am made of butter. I am a stuffed animal masquerading as people. Like it's just not going to work out. So as you can imagine, I have been very careful the last year. I don't go places, but I found like one place where I'm comfortable, and it's this Pilates theater that is the size of a grocery store. It's just this other woman and me, and she stands across the grocery store from me and yells at me and tells me what to do. We both wear masks, and if she wants to change anything, she just pokes me with a stick. She's like, that leg, move it in, poke, poke, poke. She's like, oh, you point your toe, poke, poke, poke. I love it. It is perfect. I'm actually thinking of getting her for her birthday, one of those grabby claw things, so she can, really do fine-tuned adjustments on my posture. So thank you so much for listening. My name has been Jen. Have a great day.
Ladies and gentlemen, wait. Before we go on, you got to clear something up for me. How do you get hurt standing in a museum?
I was standing there looking at a painting, and my foot decided no more.
Ah, your foot gave out. I thought maybe it was a bathroom accident or something weird. I don't know how you get hurt like that, but I'm glad you're okay. We're all glad.
Thank you.
This is so exciting. I've never been so excited in my whole life, I don't think. Well, maybe I have. Ladies and gentlemen, this person was the subject of numerous documentaries, plays bluegrass cello, and was scouted by the Mets. Put your hands together from Germany, B. Bauman!
Hey. From the other side of the world.
Way over.
Yes. I am an expat, and I'm a bit extra, and I'm about to perform an exorcism. So I like to say that for anyone who's ever lived anywhere where they have rejected the food, ignored the customs, and feared the law, then welcome to my world. I live in a village, a small village called A While Back in the south of Germany, and it sits next to a forest. And they just recently outlawed public stonings. And that's because we were getting too many dippy, hippie tourists. The local newspaper is called Grim Times, and its rival is the Witches Monthly. It's basically the size of Disneyland, and but it's like it's a Hollywood movie that was written by Germany by M. Night Shyamalan. So Jennifer, Mr. Glass would feel pretty good here. But, or maybe not, because it is scary as hell. And you know what's scary? The grandmas. Because the grandmas carry needles. And you see them in the cafes and on the trains. And, they're constantly cornering people and saying, do you want to learn how to knit? Are you single? I can knit you a man. They got mad skills. Now, I'm from Indiana, which is wide open spaces. Our malls are called villages. And we have 100 whole golf courses in Indiana, and they keep the sprinklers on to deter the homeless. But I get it. I get it because, Elon Musk is thinking about building the world's largest square there. So the longest, widest square. And you and I will be able to sit there in that square. And I get it. I get it because I am a concrete kid. I knew I was a concrete kid because my mother would always say, when anything happened, it's your ass fault. It was so urban. I didn't see a tree until I was 13. And I thought a bush was a crappy president. I thought sticks and stones can break your bones, but words will never hurt you was a cryptic warning to stay out of the forest. Yes, in Indiana, my house was next to a 6-lane highway. I wasn't even allowed to cross the street until I learned how to duck and roll under a car. And we were so poor and so slow that the city ended up paying us to be speed bumps. Well, thanks everybody. I think that's about my time. I'm B. Ballman.
B, that was like exactly 4 minutes. Man, oh man, that's like a pro right there. That's a pro right there. Check it out. 4 minutes exactly. Jimmy, you gonna do some time today?
Yes, please, Kevin K.
You got it. I'm gonna send you towards the end of the show though, all right?
Excellent, excellent.
No worries, no worries. Let's bring up the next performer. This is so exciting. This is so exciting. Ladies and gentlemen, our next performer. She's a ruthless bookie, a concrete analyst, and an abstract artist. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Keely!
Yay!
Thank you, everybody. I live in St. Louis, and living in St. Louis is scary. I had to call the police the other day, and no one answered. Seriously, my 911 call went straight to voicemail. Hello, you've reached the St. Louis City Police Department non-emergency line. Non-emergency? What number did I just dial? Did we change what 911 means while I wasn't looking? And if you call 911 when it's not an emergency, what are you supposed to do when it is an emergency? Run through the streets naked, yelling help? Tell the village gossip? No, wait, maybe they want us to just call Jimmy John's because they're freaky fast. No one is available to take your call right now. No kidding. Also unacceptable. I've dialed 911. This is an emergency. Do not hang up. Oh, just sit on the phone talking to no one while crime is in progress. Good job, St. Louis. Someone should be with you shortly. Someone should. Is this the best we can do? I've called 911. Someone should have picked up when I first called. And when someone finally answers, what? I'm sorry, did I interrupt your actual emergency? Did your mother not teach you any phone etiquette? Hi, I'm calling to report a man passed out in his car. Hold on. Let me get you over to EMS. Oh, now I'm being transferred from my 911 call. Special. Hello. Just no phone manners. Like I called her grandma's house in the 80s because she has no idea who's calling or why. Hi, I'm calling to report a man who's passed out or could legit be dead by now in his car at this big intersection. Oh, yeah. We've already gotten a lot of calls about him. Okay, is someone coming? Someone should be. Click. Fantastic. Outdone. No wonder why St. Louis is always ranked in the top for the cities with the worst crime rates in all of the United States. Hey man, running short on a little cash, let's rob someplace. Dude, do you see all these lights on? Everyone's home. So what are they going to do? Call 911? We got time. Let's clean them all out. It's totally messed up. But speaking of time, I apparently still have some. So I'm going to share something that's completely unrelated. I have a tutoring company and I tutor lots of kids online. But lately I've been noticing that tutoring is hard because I've started working with lots of adults, and not just any adults, but the elderly. And while I do love me some old people, I mean, I have parents, I do not like to mix them with technology. My newest student is like the first baby boomer, but I thought she'd still know a little something about the internet because she's getting a doctorate online. Here she is on Zoom. Now that paper was right here. Oh. What date did you send it? Seriously, I don't know, Ernestine. Would you like me to send it again? Yes? Okay, send. Microsoft has detected a malicious file. Are you trying to poison me? No, Ernestine, it's some systems are just super sensitive. Do you trust this source? Ernestine, it's me. I sent you the file that you asked for. Oh no. Marsha, come here. It says she's trying to poison me. No, Mom, it's just your filters are super sensitive. If Keely sent it, you can open it. Well, okay then. Oh, there it is. Just kidding, Ernestine. Thank you guys. That's my time.
Keely, ladies and gentlemen, Keely. You know what? I hate when I call customer service and then and I get the hold, you know, you get the little hold robot and the robot says, you know, your call is important to us. I always just want to say, not important enough to hire someone to answer it. Don't bullshit me. We're trying to keep costs down, all right? We're trying to keep costs down, so we have 4 people in India, so wait your frickin' turn. Okay, sorry, I get upset sometimes. All right, and on that, let's keep this show rolling. It's so exciting. Ladies and gentlemen, our next performer. He's a Russian rapper, a bass jumper, and a former UK parliamentarian. Put your hands together for Aaron Hudson!
Doing tonight, today, wherever you're at. So I'm Aaron, and you know, I just got divorced again, you know, for like the 3rd time, or I like to say who's counting at the time, you know. A lot of people are like, damn, dude, you got 3 ex-wives? And I go, no, I got 3 ex-wives so far. You know, I'm still working. I'm working on 4 and 5. You know what I mean? Sure, you play your cards right, girl. You might be number 5. You know, but I just got divorced. The interesting story about my last you know, marriage, my ex-wife. You know, you heard about like the people that go through like the transition. You know, the transformation, the life transformation. You know, so like my ex-wife, right? She was born. When she was born, she had all girl parts, but then like soon after she met me, she transitioned into a total fucking bitch. So yeah, so that didn't work out, you know what I mean? So here I am now, I'm divorced. I got 3 little kids, you know, which ain't easy when you look 80, you know, and you're only 40. You know, a lot of people think that it looks like my grandkids, you know what I mean? They'll be like, I'll be with my daughter, you know, she's 10 years old. They'll be like, oh, sir, they'll be like, your granddaughter's so beautiful. And I'll just be like, no, she's not my granddaughter. And they'll be like, oh, I'm sorry. And I'll be like, she's my girlfriend. But you know, so but the cool thing about being a single dad, right, is way better than being a single mom, because you can like go to the store and stuff with your kids, right? And you take your kids to the store as a single dad and people think you're a fucking hero, right? They're like, oh man, look at that dad. My kids be in the grocery store acting a fucking fool, right? They'll be in there, you know, one of them will be, you know, sparring with the potato chip bags. I got another kid laying on the floor eating deodorant, you know? And people are like, oh man, look at that dad. That's so awesome. Takes his kids to the store, super dad. And I'm like, hell yeah, I'm super dad. Now Reese, go get me some IPA. I'll forward, you know? But women, you know, moms, it ain't the same story. It ain't the same for moms, man. You go to the store, you're a mom and you take your kid to the store, man. That kid say one word, man, people be like, oh, ma'am, could you control your children, please? You know? So that's how it is for moms, man. It's rough, you know, but should I take my kids to Knott's Berry Farm, right? And if you don't know what Knott's Berry Farm is like Disneyland for cholos and Raider fans, you know? And so I like it there, you know what I mean? Because you can just like let your kids just like run loose, you know what I mean? Because it's a park, right? Kids can play in a park, you know? Yeah, it's 5 square miles, but, you know, they'll probably be all right, you know? Ain't like somebody's going to abduct my 3 kids from, you know, from the amusement park. And if they do, shit, I'll give them gas money, you know what I mean? Because that shit ain't easy, but, man, a couple years ago, I'm at Knott's, right? My kids, a couple years ago, they were 5 and 7. The youngest one was 2. So my 5 and 7-year-old, they're in the line for the biggest ride in the park. And, you know, they weren't really old enough. So I just put like 3 or 4 inches of paper towels in their shoes because that's what good dads do for their kids. So they're in line by themselves. I'm kicking it with my 2-year-old because he ain't old enough to go on the ride. You know what I mean? Bronco, we're checking out chicks. I mean, we're checking out chicks closer to my age rather than his age. You know what I mean? But so my kids get off the ride. Everything's cool. This lady comes up to me. She's like, "Excuse me, sir. Did you know that your daughter peed herself while she was in line?" I'm like, "Yeah, so she's 5, you know?" She's like, "That's extremely unsanitary. She just urinated on the floor and there's everybody else standing there, you know?" And I was like, "Damn, Karen." I was like, "You got a good point." I was like, "But what was she supposed to do, Karen? She's 5 years old and she had to pee and she was in line." And she was like, "She should have left the line and gone to the bathroom and then came back to get in the line." And I was like, "Lady, my kid's 5 years old. You're going to send a 5-year-old to the bathroom by herself and back?" I was like, "You a bad mom, lady." And then I just give it a look. Yeah. "All right, y'all. Thank you. That's my time." I don't think I made it to 4.
Aaron.
I don't think I made it to 4.
3:58:59, 4 minutes right there.
Oh, so I got time for another one? Kevin, I love your beard. Kevin, I love your beard. Your beard looks like my beard for when I get old. I'll have that.
Everybody always thinks that they saw me storming the Capitol. You do.
Right.
That's because I wear an American flag as a cape.
Right. Because you're Antifa
Wear,
in disguise,
wear
right?
American flag wear. All right, let's keep this show going. Holy crap. Who's next? Let me find out. Ladies and gentlemen, our next performer produced a documentary on how to make a documentary. She's a skilled ice sculptor and has a collection of ceramic clowns. Ladies and gentlemen, from New York, Drew Beekler!
Drew.
Thank you. I'm going to start off with a piece of advice for everybody. If you're going to get your tattoo, make sure that it means something to you. That's very important, that it means something. Also, make sure that it doesn't look like a goddamn fidget spinner. Because that's what everyone will assume it is. The first person who saw my tattoo on the day that I got it was a 7-year-old. She looked at me and was like, "Hey, is that a fidget spinner on your arm?" I'm like, "I wouldn't get anything that dorky or lame on me. It's the flux capacitor from Back to the Future." Okay. It's the thing that makes time travel possible. She was like, "Well, it looks like a fidget spinner. How do you feel that it looks like a fidget spinner?" I'm like, "I don't know. How do you feel knowing your generation is going to grow up with no natural resources?" That's right. The truth hurts sometimes. Maybe shut your mouth. How about that? I've been trying to be cool my whole life, though. Like in 3rd grade, I never liked my name. My name's Drew again. I always had a problem with it. My name is just a past tense verb. That's all it is. I want to draw stuff, guys. Every time I go to draw something, someone already drew it.
Oh.
Yeah. Some of you guys got it. Jimmy's still trying to figure it out. I get you, Jimmy. Don't worry about it, buddy. You'll get there one day. The thing is I've been trying to do that my whole life. In 3rd grade, I wanted to change my spelling of my name to be cooler. I wanted something a little more sleek. I want to go from DREW to DRU. And I was like, nailed that shit, right? I'm in 3rd grade. How do you change your name in 3rd grade? You put it on a test and your teacher will take care of all the legal stuff. So I did that. I got my test back. My name had been crossed out, written the right way, and next to it just said no. And that's when they put me into special ed reading and writing classes until 12th grade. When you're in special ed classes, teachers try to say stuff to you to make you feel better. A teacher told me once, he said, "Hey, you're not stupid. You just learn differently." And I'm like, "I just said hello." Also, you're the gym teacher. Why is this on the morning announcements? It's a weird thing to say to someone. You're not stupid. You just learn differently. You're not mean. You're just weirdly condescending. How about that? Right back at you. The thing is, like, it's tough. I have dyslexia, which is a brain condition that affects your ability to read, write, and spell the words dyslexia. It's hard, but it's hard. Online dating is extremely hard for me because I have to type everything, and I don't make. I make huge mistakes all the time. It's kind of like running. It's like it's I can't put my full self out there in the way that I want to. It's kind of like running a marathon, but instead of they shooting the starting pistol in the air, they just shoot you in the leg, and they're like, "Run now, bitch! You run right now." But the thing is, it's like, whoa, I hit my cord. That's weird. Anyway, but the thing is, like, I make huge mistakes. I know I don't catch them because I know I was on a date with a girl one time. She looked over me midway through the date and said, "Hey, you know, your English is pretty good for it being your second language." And I'm just like, muchos gracias. Soy guapo. You know what I'm saying? When people make fun of me for being dyslexic, it happens all the time. It's a whole thing. See, Kevin, thank you. And the thing is, I don't think the thing is, dyslexic people, we're stopping artificial intelligence from taking over. That's what we're doing. One mistake at a time. It's 100% what we're doing. I've realized recently that my spell check has started to lose confidence in the ability to spell words correctly. Do you guys know how many times you have to misspell the word Mississippi before your phone just looks at you like, dude, he's got to be right? Yeah, I'm making AI doubt itself. That's what I'm doing for you all right there. I take the bullet for all y'all right there. We don't need John Connor coming back and stopping Terminators. We just need an army of dyslexics trying our best. Okay? Anyway, you guys have been fun. Have a good night.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Drew.
That was Drew.
I never thought of how hard it would be to text if you're a dyslexic. It also, if you had no thumbs, it would suck pretty hard.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, you'd have to do the single
Hunt
thing.
and peck everywhere.
And you know what? I'm over 50, and every time my kids see me do anything on the phone or on computer, because there's what's called the over 50 curve. When you turn 50, you lose your ability to do basic technology things. The average person who comes to the open mic who's over 50 takes 25 seconds to unmute their microphone.
25.
And on that, let's keep the show going. Vandy, you ready to do something? We want to see you, though.
Vandy.
I'm a little worried about showing my face. No face, no case here.
No face.
But I'm ready to rock and roll. Let's get it going.
Then I'll let you do it. This is a little bit odd, so it's blackface, so everybody go black too, okay?
Oh.
No. Ladies and gentlemen, this next performer is an outlaw in Peru, a veteran in love and an expert in stucco. Ladies and gentlemen, the man behind the mask, Vandy!
Vandy.
What's going on, everybody? How you guys doing? Hope everybody's good. It's been real tough after the pandemic. Happy to have everybody here, though, whoever made it. I see we got some people from Germany and Russia. When was the last time the KGB was working with the Nazis? Who would have thought that was going down? But another pandemic I want to talk about, and they're not showing you it. They're not telling you about it on the news. You know, it's not an election year, so CNN's not telling you about it. Listen, I haven't gotten pussy in over a year, and I just got laid the other night. But I haven't gotten pussy pre-COVID. So now COVID comes out. People are locked in their rooms. And now online shopping is the easiest and the most comfortable thing you could do. Women, I don't know how they found this, but let me just tell you what it sounds like. Yeah, that's not good for a guy like me. Listen, I'm a tall guy, but I'm short where it counts. All right, I'm not gonna make you come. And now you with this R2D2 in your fucking fingertips, I got no chance. You ever seen fucking Fear Factor? I'm eating this bitch's pussy finger and I'm fucking elbow deep. I got no fucking chance making her come. She's like Joe Rogan screaming at me, "You could do it. You could do it, motherfucker. Keep going. Keep eating it. Keep eating it, motherfucker." I'm just looking at her. I'm sweating. You guys ever sweat eating pussy? How the fuck can you do that? I'm in an air-conditioned room. Jesus fucking Christ. I'm dying over here. Listen, that's the new pandemic. I'm telling you, you're going to start hearing about it. Listen, you guys that are over 50 and 60, there's a lot of old fucks in this fucking video chat. You guys aren't getting laid. Ask your grandkids. And they're fucking early now. They're fucking real early. They're fucking at like 8, 9. Listen, I was a slow fucking developer. You know, I didn't even fucking start jerking off till I was like 15. But now look at me. You know, I'm fucking feeling great. But after this year in the pandemic, it was very tough. A lot of shit was going down, and it was all in your fucking face. The election. Can't believe there was a fucking election. After all with the shit we go through, do you think we really needed that? Some dude with fucking dementia and some dude that thinks he's the greatest dude to ever fucking live. It was fucked up. It was ridiculous. And I hate fucking politics. I can't fucking sit there and talk about politics. I hate it. I'm getting tired every dinner. I'm just getting fucking sick and tired of it. But one thing I do want to talk about is Caitlyn Jenner. You guys hear that she's running for governor of California? I even heard that she's running as a Republican. How the fuck is that even possible? How can you be trans and Republican? Isn't that like against the rules or something? That's like being gay and eating Chick-fil-A every day. Morally, you just can't do that. But hear me out, guys, because I really do understand. If my wife and daughter suck that much black cock, I'd probably want to vote for Trump too. Hey, ladies, nothing wrong with some black cock. If you hate your fathers or if you want your intestines to do the Harlem Shake, maybe black cock's something you should look into. The Kardashians, they're doing pretty good on black cock. They're like first team all-pro black cock, the Kardashians. They're basically doing the Tuskegee trials with their own uterus. They're really good people. You know, we should look into stuff like this. The Kardashians had more black men inside of them. Oh, fuck, I'm fucking up. The Kardashians had more black men inside of them than sickle cell anemia treatment centers. That's some research we should be looking into. Now, guys, I didn't really set this up. I looked at my email. I'm a degenerate. I look at my email once a week to see if my deposits came in from FanDuel Sportsbook, and I saw there was an open mic tonight. I had no material, and I'm just going, straight up. But I said, fuck it. I'm drinking. I'm smoking weed like a bandit. Let's go. It's fucking Tuesday. Let's get the party going, guys. You guys were great. Thanks for listening.
Ladies and gentlemen, Vandy. I don't know if you caught that, but Vandy said black cock 42 times. I counted. I got a little chart over here. I keep track of black cock. That's the one I keep track of the most. I do. I don't know why. I just do. It's like an obsession. I have OCD. Who knows? Micah, are you feeling like you want to do any comedy yet? Or are you just enjoying the show? You're not over 50, so unmute faster.
Yeah.
When you hit 50, man, you just can't even find the space bar. Okay, I think Micah's having issues. No problem, Micah. If you change your mind, or if you do it, or you could do it in sign language. That would be the first time we ever saw comedy in sign language. I don't know sign language, so I would just assume it's funny. Right? All right, so I'm going to bring up our next guy. He's sitting out back. He's a heart surgeon. He played Hamlet, and he's spoken to the ghost of Robin Williams. Ladies and gentlemen, from Western Canada, Jimmy.
Thanks very much, Kevin. You're the best. You're an all-star. God, you're on top of your game today, let me tell you. I saw you drop your pencil there, Kevin. Be very careful with your assistants around there. You should put the rope on that pencil, just like they do rope on a soap in prison. They learn fast. You get it? Okay. Okay, so give it up for Kevin, you comedy crew. Kevin, top of his game, not like me. I'm Jimmy R. I'm from Canada, Western Canada. Today, I feel like the main course at a cannibals convention dinner, and I've been overcooked. I've been on a weight loss program for the last couple of months, and it must be working. I've only gained about 20 pounds. I tried that Zoom weight loss thing for $200 a month. The only thing that lost weight was my wallet. I just can't win on this weight loss thing. I realized at a young age I wasn't the smartest tool in the shed when I failed grade 1. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. The biggest thing about that was in the third year in grade 1, I was the smartest kid in the class, or at least in the top 10. The good thing about that was too is that my mother could spot me when she came to pick me up after school. I was the tallest kid, a head taller than the rest of my classmates. That was a very good thing. Speaking of queer chicks, if gay women hate men so much, why do half of them walk around dressed up as men? I'm just saying, you know what I mean? And they carry around dildos in their pockets. You know, I was going to say the C word, but I thank God, old blank face there, you know, got me into if they hate men so much, why do they walk around with dildos in their pockets? You know, why don't they walk around with a bunch of pussies in their pockets? Hey, wait a minute. They already do walk around with a bunch of pussies in their pockets. Speaking of old pussies, I have a place down in Yuma, Arizona. You know, it's a place for old people. They call it an adult community center, or community living. One of the things is the California girls that come there, the ones, 70 and 80 years old, they still wear their red Baywatch bathing suits around the pool. Geez, my God, you know, the ones with the high hips, up into the lower part of their chest sort of thing. And they're like, wow, nothing wrong with saggy skin, but it certainly has made me kind of like want to go out with younger women, and I found a good way to pick up younger women, especially the ones with daddy issues. I just wear lots of that Old Spice deodorant or Right Guard, it attracts them like flies sort of thing. Thank you. Speaking of bad days, when people say, Jesus, I'm having a real bad day, why don't you try hanging on a cross for a day or two, like old Jesus did, that might be a bad day. You might think that your day isn't doing so bad. Enough for philosophizing. Why did Jesus take the guy on his left, the thief, to heaven with him? What happened? What was the crime the guy on the right was? Well, my philosopher told me that the guy on the right of him, his crime was he was a smart ass. Nobody likes smart asses. Just ask Jesus now. He rode a donkey into Jerusalem. Nobody knew what was going to happen there except for that donkey, I'm sure. That was a smart ass. Smart asses don't go to school. That's one of the reasons. All right. Speaking of Jerusalem, I'm going there next year, and I've signed up for that trip into Jerusalem riding the donkey. It was only an extra $100, and I think that's a pretty good thing. All those guys waving, palm branches at me and cheering and stuff. But the second half of the trip where, I have to drag that cross out up to a hill, I thought, nah, I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm not going to do that extra little trip. Oh, thank you very much. James' brother, Jesus, prayed so much his knees got knobby and calloused. He was on his knees so much. Hell, my wife, her knees are all knobby and calloused and she doesn't pray a bit. I wonder why. Get it? Anybody riding the cab recently? Oh, thank you. They're a great way to go. You can kind of look as a tourist and that sort of thing. I drive my friend's cab 2 nights a month. Cab drivers get away with profiling. One thing I don't pick up is drunk fat chicks eating pepperoni pizza. You turn your head around and it's like, hey, where you want to go, lady? And she's like, I want to. Have you ever tried cleaning up the back of your cab with, pepperoni pizza? It's horrible.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jimmy R from Canada.
Cannibal's crock pot. Thank you very much, Kevin.
Check it out. This is the only place that you learn some stuff. Let me tell you about what we learned today. Thanks everyone for coming. Here's what we learned. We learned about Mrs. Glasses like Samuel L. Jackson. We learned about ordering medical staples when you do your own surgery. We learned about no more stoning in Germany and grandmas carry needles to knit a man. We learned about interrupting a grumpy 911 operator and tutoring old people. We learned about the transition from lady parts to bitch, and that Knott's is Disneyland for cholos. We learned about a tattoo of a fidget spinner. It's not a fidget spinner. It is a flux capacitor, goddammit. He might even have to put that on there because people are so lame. All right? We learned that dyslexic texting is problematic, just like saying the freaking word. We learned about a tall guy that's short where it counts, and cunnilingus may actually make you sweaty. We also learned about soap on a rope in prison so you don't have to pick it up. And if your day was bad, try hanging on a cross. Man, we learned some stuff today. Let's have a round of applause for everybody. We had Jennifer, B, Keely, Aaron, Drew, Stu, Vandy, and Jimmy R. Guys, I just want to say thanks for being here. If you weren't here, it would be a really boring open mic. So I just want to say thanks. Please feel free to come back. If you haven't checked out our website, just look up Greg Dean's stand-up comedy on Google. We've got a lot of classes and stuff coming up, so you're going to want to check that out. All right, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Yay! Yay! Yay!